guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you've been doing well. It's been such a long time ever since we did a chit chat video alone. But here we are, guys. So today I decided, you know what, I just want to do a video, just a chit chat video. So welcome to this video. In case this is your first time on this channel, karibu. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and also if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. So we are going to talk about my uni days. I was just reflecting on those days and I actually learned there's a thing or two, a lesson or two that I can actually share with someone who is in uni right now, and I think they might be helpful, and especially around hustle, making money, you know, financial mistakes and all that. So that's why I decided to do this video. So in case you are in uni or college, or you know someone who is, please share with them this video and let's just talk about it. So where do we begin? So immediately I finished high school, I was very fortunate to get a job. I got a job at a butter shop. I used to get 6,000 back then, but honestly that was good money. I've been brought up in a family where we've always been taught about savings. So when I started earning, I knew first thing tithe, the second thing is savings. And so because I knew, you know, September is coming and I'm going to be joining uni, and I really didn't want to be so broke, so I used to save some cash. I can't remember how much, but I used to save something. I was in a public university. I was in Meru University. So first year, basically when I joined, the major goal for me was really to know the surrounding, to make friends, and just, you know, start my journey, start learning. Although in the second semester, first and second semester, we used to have elections, and so somehow I found myself in the mix of campaigning. So I was campaigning for several guys, and really it was fun. Like I got to learn a lot, and that was just first year. Then we went for a long holiday, and of course I still got a job, and so I was hustling. And during this long break, I realized I had a lot of free time in first year, because you would find I have maybe 3 classes per week. Then the rest of the time I'm just bored, maybe watching movies, and I thought, you know what, I need to do something with this time. And so I came up with a business plan. I had realized back in the campus, inside the campus, that time we didn't have mandazis. We only had gumos and soft cakes. I can't remember what we used to call them, but we didn't have mandazis. So I realized, you know, this is a gap. What if I start making mandazis and selling to students? And I thought, and I was like, you know what, this is a very good business idea. So with the money, with the salary that I was getting, I decided once I go back to Meru, I'm going to start up a business. And guys, honestly, I knew nothing about business, about even running up. In fact, I didn't even know how to cook mandazi to start with. But you know what, I was like I'm going to try. And somehow, so I started buying whatever I needed. I bought, I guess, a jiko. I bought a bale of what is it called, unga, wheat flour. I bought BB. I bought cooking oil. I bought that karai for mandazi and the spoon, and all those things that I needed to have to start my business. And then I thought I'd be cooking it from my house, but then the landlord said, okay, the landlord refused. So before I began, I had already started facing my first challenge. Like, I have everything I need, but I don't know where to be cooking from. And then just a village woman, this was a very village university, if there's such a word. So there's this lady, she was also a landlord, and she used to stay just close to the school, and she was like, I'll help you with my kitchen, just come and cook, prepare your mandazis, and then yeah, you can sell. I was just like, okay, thank you. Then I also told her I don't have someone to cook and I want to hire someone, and she told me her brother was working at a hotel, so he could be doing the business, he could be helping me in the morning and then before proceeding to work. So that was that. So I hired the brother. I actually used to pay him 200 shillings. So you can imagine, how old was I then? I think I was around 19 or 20 years. And yeah, I already had my first employee. So I was like, oh my god, this is such a boss babe. Inside the school we had canteens, and the canteen owners were actually students. So I discussed with them. I told them, can I be bringing you the mandazis at wholesale price, and then you'll be paying me? So they were okay with that. So they were like, just bring, and then depending on how many we'll have sold, at around the evening we'll give you the cash. So the first weekend for me, I decided, you know, this mandazi, I have to do some value addition. Hey, as a food scientist that I am, I have to do some value addition. So we used what is it called, lemon zest. So they were lemon zest mandazis. Lemon zest is basically munaongeza hiyo ngozi ya lemon, so it gives them such a distinct taste, very good taste, very nice taste. So we used to do that, and we did that for a week with that guy. I used to pay him 200, and then I used to have a boda guy to transport the mandazi from that mama's home to school canteen. And honestly, it was such a good business because it never used to take much of my time, because I could just wake up like maybe around 5:30, go and prepare, and my work was just to supervise or maybe kusaidia kurusha mandazi kwa mafuta, kuzitana, yani kazi kidogo. So by the time it's 8, everything is done. Mandazi ishapelekwa like around 7, so like everything is done. I think we used to do maybe one unga. I can't recall, by the way, honestly. But I used to have enough money to pay that guy 200, to pay that guy 250 bob for boda, and I still used to make profit. So, but now what happened, the moment I started this biashara, I remember I'm supplying them to the school canteens at a wholesale price, and hakukuanga na mandazi zingine. So I think those guys also realized, hey, this girl is making money here. And they started cooking mandazis shule inside now kwa hizo canteens. And so you can imagine, kuna hii mandazi inapikiwa hapa, mnaona inatoka iko moto, inafura vizuri. Then kuna hizi zangu tulianza kuzipika 6. So by the time we finish cooking, we start packing. Of course, zishapoa, zinaanza kukua zimeregera. Sasa they couldn't compete. Hizi zilikuwa poa. Enyewe hata mimi I was like, kama ni kununua, of course nitanunua hizi moto naona zikitengenezwa hapa. So that's how my biashara started going. Because now people used to prefer hizi mandazi. Eventually, your biashara haik work out. And also know the fact that, you know, huyu mwenye canteen ndio anatengeneza mandazi. So of course, ata push mandazi zake ziende more kuliko hizi zenye nimemletea. So eventually nikahoreka. I gave up on that biashara, in short. But I had made profit. I had made back my money. But remember, hata ile bill yenye nilibuy haiko imeisha. But lucky for me, that mama used to have a shop, so she just bought those ungas and sold. So really, I didn't sequenda loss. I actually did I made some money. Maybe I made like 2,000 in that 2 weeks, or maybe 3,000. And honestly, when you're in Campo, 3K is a lot of money. 3,000. Na hiyo sio pocket money, additional. 3K was a lot of money. So eventually, hiyo biashara tu ikaisha hivyo. But one thing I learned, okay, also another thing that contributed to me stopping the biashara is there was stigma, some sort of stigma, and especially from even my friends, some of my friends, and maybe it wasn't even like direct, I don't know, maybe they didn't. Okay, the thing was, people the view that they had of me is, it's like, guy, kwani kwenye unawana shidazi, yani inabidi ukuje campus kuuza mandazi, kai, kwani una yani that was the general mood, you know. It wasn't, no one appreciated the effort, like this is entrepreneurship, I'm just trying to grow a business here, you know. No, that was not the view. The view was, you look so desperate, girl. Mandazi, oh my god, utapata time wapi ya kusoma, guys, utaanguka where. So eventually, no, hizo vitu zote combined, I was just like, you know what, this is not for me. So that was my first attempt, but I'm glad at least I made some money, and I also learned a thing or two. Biashara is not as easy as it seems. Like, we went to second semester. I think I of course, politics again. I don't know why politics in campus used to really excite me a lot, and also thank God for that opportunity, because I also got to learn a lot, and just putting myself out there, I even learned a lot about myself. And this is what I want to tell you. It's not only about books. It's good to excel academically, but when, in fact, if you're in campus, don't usijifungie tu hapo kwa circle ya academics, ni class, library, labs. Explore other things, because the truth is, out here it's not that easy. It's like, for example, in our class, I think maybe kama kuna mtu amepata job, maybe moja, as in like food, as a food scientist. People, of course, people are working in, people are doing their own things, but as food science, I think maybe one or none. Yeah, and that is like almost 2 years later. So the thing is, you need to put yourself out there, try things, try business, try politics. So this time I was in politics, and also at some, I can't remember this, it was that year, that second year, or it was first year, no, it was second year, I joined handball, and I'd never played before. Honestly, sport is not my thing. But I joined handball, and I actually even got an opportunity to represent our uni in another university. So really, all these things, try them out, okay? Try them out, put yourself out there. Now, third year, when we went for that holiday, I got a job at another place. It was in town. You see those shops where they sell phones, and phone accessories, basically. So that's where I got a job, and I was getting some good money. Anyway, not much. I was getting 400 per day. How much is that per month? Okay, you can do the math, but I was getting 400 per day. And now here I was able to save. And then that mama was, I'm actually very grateful to her. She's called Faith. Shout out to you if you're watching this video, Faith. So she mentored me to that business, and she was like, you know what, this is a business you can do. Because I was just telling her how I had tried different things the previous year. I tried mandazi, zikaniangusha. So she was just like, hey, this is a good biashara. This one is a good one, because students have phones, so their screen guards will crack, they'll need new covers, earphones, of course, you haribika every time. Yeah, and I thought, this is such a good business. And let me tell you guys, that biashara has money, because we used to buy like screen guard was 40 bob, and then you're selling at 300 to 50. Any profit yake ilikuwa too crazy. Hakuna kitu ulikuwa una buy inakosa kuleta, like margins zilikuwa too high. Kama ni phone cover, we used to buy them at 150, you're selling them at 300, 350. For the chargers you used to buy them at 100 or 150, and you're selling at 300, 400. Earphones, we used to buy them at how much? We used to buy earphones at 100, or others even for 50 bob, and you're selling at 150, 200. Yani, it was just a nice biashara, and I thought, this biashara haitanikimbiza, si kama ile ya mandazi. Mandazi ni perishables. Zikikaka hapo hata within 3 days watu hawazitaki tena, but the covers I can have them for as long as, you know, I had them because haziari big. So I was like, yeah, this is a good business. So I saved up. I think she used to give me 300, and then I saved 100. I can't remember, but that was the sort of arrangement. So by the time I was going back to campus, I had a stock worth 12,000. Hey, 12,000 shillings. That was, ilikuwa stock noma sana. And then hizi vitu zinakuleteanga profit double. So I knew nikifanya hesabu yangu hapa sitakosa like 24k, and it was, I started, okay, I got distracted. Where was I? So now I can't remember where. Anyway, so I started the business. So this biashara, back in campus, I think there was only one person who was doing that biashara, and actually he wasn't very well known. And then outside the campus there was one shop. Other place was called Chiru. Yani this uni, it was iko ndani ya Meru, ndani kabisa, huko ndani kabisa. Guy, nani aliniambia niende village university. Anyway, so hizi vitu, they were not readily available. Like maybe unatafuta a specific type of earphone, labda uende Meru town, and Meru town you have to spend a fare of like 150, na maybe unaendea earphone ya 300 bob. So wasn't adding up. Na mimi nilikuja na varieties. I had varieties. So I started how I started going room to room. I was hawking. Hey. Yani mimi nimefanya kazi. I was hawking door to door. So it was a good business, honestly, because first I used to carry the stocks to school, and they were not heavy. So not only my earphones, my covers, my screen, they were not heavy at all. So I comfortably carry them to school, and then after classes, maybe class in Asia 4, I give myself 4 to 7 just going to the hostels, especially the male hostels. Mimi huko nilikuwa mwenyeji, so I used to hope them. And business is funny. There are like some very, very, very good days, and there are like very, very, very bad days. I remember there was a time I actually sold 3,000 shillings. That was a lot of, God, that was a lot of money. And remember, I took 5 to 7 around there. So like those days, unasikia poa. Say so, if you've made 3,000, trust me, profit is 2,000. Profit is 2,000, 1,000 your stock, because those things were really cheap. We were buying them cheaply, and you know that was the market price. By this one na warukia. Haya, sasa other days unaenda, especially sasa, because now after nimezunguka hostel zote, asikuwa hostels mingi by the way, they were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 hostels. So of course within a month I've nishazunguka zote. Now I come to the students living outside. So I'm knocking in people's houses. At times people just, they are there, you're knocking, they won't let you in. At times you unazunguka your time yote, you sell nothing. Kwanza those days are so discouraging. You're like, oh my god, I'm not even going to be selling these things. It's just Yani there are days which I really could get very, very discouraged, and then other days, that's how business is. Other days I was like, oh, then other days I just like, it's an okay day. I've sold 500 shillings, and so right there maybe profit is about 300. So anyway, it's still okay. So I never actually lacked. Honestly, let me tell you the truth. Ever since I joined campus, my bank account never went below 5k, and to me, hey, that was a lot of money. As in, I never allowed it to go below 5k. That was the lowest. And I just used to, now when I sell, I write down the orders, because at times you go, someone wants a screen guard for a particular phone and you don't have that screen guard, so I just write it down, and then natumana orders. That lady used to help me a lot. She used to source for me the product, and then ananitumia. Yeah, so that biashara was good. Kwanza that year, third year I made a lot of money. I don't know where that kabuku went, because I used to record. I don't know where I got iyo tabia mzuri. I used to record everything, including my expenses, and I was actually making good money. So actually this is when I joined a circle. Was I in third year or second year? I can't recall very well, but I joined a circle and I started saving my money in a circle. So when it's a good day, I just deposit my money kwa circle. I just naacha pesa ya stock, and then hiyo ingine narusha kwa circle, because especially third year I made money, but my lifestyle didn't even change. No one could tell, literally no one could tell. I just made money and saved it. Then third year, second semester, guess what Mercy does? I've been campaigning for people for such a long time. It's about time I ran for office. Well, so really I couldn't manage biashara, campaign, class. So biashara a bit suffered as I immersed myself deep into politics, because I was campaigning for me. I wanted to be the vice chairperson of the Students' Union of Meru University. Anyway, things happened at the last, almost towards the end, the rules changed, and so I could no longer go for the vice chair. I had to switch to finance secretary, and now you've already been campaigning as vice chair and now you're switching. Yani, I just lost it, because and the other finance lady had been campaigning. Hi Victoria. I know you're watching. So she had been campaigning for a long time. So now switching to finance, it was already too late. So after spending my money from my biashara and letting my biashara suffer, and now I have lost this seat. Oh, that was hard. But it was such a good experience. Yani, looking back, I really appreciate all that I went through that year in campus, because it really did open up even the way I think. Honestly, the way I look at things, I feel I am wiser. And honestly, yes, I know I'm way wiser than I was. And also just learning about life, like things don't always go your way, you can make sacrifices and things don't go your way, and that's just the way it is. Okay, so now we went for a long holiday. Of course, I went back to work. Hey, I was just working, and now this time, of course, I'm still saving up on my circle. So for the year, I was like, you know what, back to business as usual. So it was business now. People had already started discovering this business. You know what happens I think basically in Kenya, once you start something and you start excelling in it, now people want to join in. So people started joining it. Hey, watu wali join your biashara, watu wengi. But anyway, first let me move you back kidogo. When I started this biashara ya kuhook, Remember, mimi nimekuwa political campaigner, mimi ni chief campaigner. So already shule, I'm like a celeb. So that also helped my biashara, by the way, a lot. So because so many people knew me, so now when I'm selling, it was just easy. And also through Izoma campaigns, zilinisaidia to build confidence, because let me tell you, it's not easy to hawk. Hawking is not easy. You're knocking on people's doors, so because people had been seeing me a lot, the reception was better. That's what I can say. The reception was better, and I felt it was easier. So for me, I feel user experiences za kukampenia watu na kurun for office zilinisaidia sana when it came to biashara, and even just building my confidence, because at times when you're campaigning, you have to stand in front of a crowd to convince them why they should vote for you. So really that got my confidence, that lifted my confidence levels and also helped me in business. Haya, now back to Mbuthia. People have already started discovering hii biashara, and sasa watu wakikuwa wengi kwa biashara, price zinaharibiwa juu screen guard amebuy 50 bob. Sasa inye borana make profit, anauza 100 instead of 300 or 250. Sasa now you have to go with that market, because now what do you do? Just sell them. So biashara ikaharibika tu, wewe jua tu hivyo, iliharibika, tukaanza kuziuza 100, 150. And then that was it. So some of like the challenges I can say, number one ni hiyo watu kukuwa na hiyo view. No one looks at you like as if atini entrepreneurship or you are trying to build a business or nini. People look at you like, kai, kwani watu wangwi pesa? Guy, kwani kuna guy, sasa utaisoma lini hui? Anyway, hiyo ndio nini challenge number 1. So okay, was there any other challenge? I think to your view ndio ilikuwa kidogo inanisum kidogo tu, not sana, mimi nangomea mimi new jijaza. So it really never got to me so much, but I used to feel it. Ule dema na hawkingi ile dema na hawkingi ma earphone. But anyway, the best thing that I got from all that biashara, so basically nili carry through your biashara mpaka Mbuthia, because now I didn't have another idea. Okay, I had others, but really they didn't make sense as much as this. And by the time we came to complete, already there's someone else in third year who was selling, so ile stock kidogo nilikuwa nimebakisha nikamuuzia. So really hiyo biashara sikuenda loss at all. And by the time I finished campus, guys, I have saved up to around 50 G's. And for me, my plan was, because I knew, yani nilikuwa tunajua huku job is not the easiest thing to come. So my plan was to start a biashara. And since I was saving in a circle, I knew that circle would have given me a loan of up to 100 G's. And I was like, with 100 G's, I can start something. So yani, that's how much your biashara ilikuwa imeni open my mind to a point that mimi nilikuwa najua, okay fine, niko na hii, nitatafuta job, yes, but isipokuja mimi am fine, niko na capital, najua niko na nitapewa capital, si eti nitapewa loan na nitaanzia my own things. I had that plan, but vile nilimaliza, I got a job, and then yani life just happened. You just plan, and then there is what God has planned for you, which is the perfect plan. Like, it's the perfect plan. I thank God for what He has done in my life. But anyway, you can see how for me I was ready to go on with my life without even kusaka job na nini, yo stress yote. And that's what I'm talking about. Once you're doing something in campus, it doesn't necessarily have to be sports, but I mean at sports, it doesn't necessarily have to be biashara. I know people were into vikundis, they were acting together, they were just producing to short films, and right now they are doing well. They are just freelancing, doing their own to content creation tunye tunawaletea do. Kuna wengine walikuwa tu models, Miss Meru, Miss whatever, and right now they are commercial models. Okay, so the thing is, you don't have to just kujifunga hapo kwa kaninika, ni kusoma tu. There is a lot of time, and let me tell you, if you're a parent and you don't know, campus kuna time mingi sana. You can even get like a job huko somewhere, especially if you are not in a village university. Meru University yako kuna opportunities sana za work outside the campus, but I can imagine if you're like in UN or KU or easy uniziko huku, you can even get a job and juggle. It's possible, okay? And let me tell you of another friend of mine, Winnie. Shout out to you. Winnie used to sell us cosmetics, lipsticks, earrings. Alikuwa anazichukua Dubois analeta Meru University tunabuy. I remember she told me she bought herself a laptop from Iyo Biashara. Another friend of mine, let me just mention them, Wallace and Wangila. Hi, shout out to you guys. Wangila alikuwa anakuja na omena, anatuuzia, and then zikisha wanaenda na Wallace kutafuta vitunguu, nyanya, hizo vitu wanatuuzia, and they used to make money, you guys. I know of girls who walishikana wakaeka kwa hoteli huko, and they used to make money. So if you are in campus right now, there's so many things you can do. Don't just stay there every time. Mom, nitumie do. Mom, do something. Mwambie mom, nipatie 5k niende Dubois ni buy my earrings na ma cutex niende nikauzange shule. Trust me, hizo vitu zinakuanga na do. There's so many things you can do. Unaweza enda uko toy uchukue tu outfits tu poa. Hizo manguo zinakuanga 3. So go and sell at 500. Try to look for, bras, panties. Easy vitu, people use them, and that's the truth. And especially in Campo, you find people are from all walks of life, eh? Especially kama wewe uko privileged, umetoka like Nairobi, uko exposed. Watu wanatokanga Bomet. Watu wanatokanga huko Murang'a, huko ndani. Wako tu na ile panty vile wanataka ku upgrade, in short. So be there, provide options, solve people's problems. Also, there is a guy who was called Nahashon. He used to make nails, anatengeneza nails, pedicure, manicure, eyebrows. Yani, what I'm giving you are ideas of things that you can do if you're in campus right now. Just put yourself out there, and it doesn't necessarily by the way have to be biashara, as I said. Join a club. If kama nini yenyu ni ku act or hizo vitu za creatives, do them, put them on YouTube. You can make money, If it's sports, go all in. Because out here you need to have more than just papers, because so many people have papers, okay? Anyway, I don't know how long this video will be. I've really talked, but I'm happy because I feel I needed to say that. And thank you guys for watching. In case you've watched to this point, when you normal, asante, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe in case you haven't. Let me see you on my next video.